Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
And we are watching Storm Tracker 4 for you this afternoon as there's the potential for some severe storms. Victor?
We are patiently waiting the demolition of a building just days after a mysterious event caused this road to expand multiple feet into the air.
That breaking news from Belle Isle, where James Craig was supposed to make his run for Michigan governor official, but protesters had other ideas.
James Craig has got to go!
Now at noon, what we're learning about Craig's attempted announcement.
And that does top our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Kasumi. The former Detroit police chief just formally launched his Republican campaign for governor on Detroit's east side now. This is video of the incident that sparked the move to the east side from Belle Isle. It was originally planned. Chanting Black Lives Matter and no justice, no peace, James Craig is still police, among a number of other things. About 50 people circled James Craig as he tried to speak. Let's get out to our Larry Sproul, who joins us now live with more on what happened. We're hearing a lot of celebratory cheers behind you. Larry, bring us up to speed as to what happened earlier this morning.
Well, good afternoon, Evrod. Former Chief Craig just made his announcements, his official announcement at the podium right here, just down the street from Belle Isle, announcing that he is officially running for the state of Michigan's governor as a Republican. Now, he did mention that he traveled the city today, making several stops going from his neighborhood to Coney Island before making his official announcement stop here. But we are in a different location just down the street from Belle Isle. That's because there was a situation at Belle Isle. Let's take a look at some of the video from earlier. You can see where there's several protesters, about 50 or so protesters, interrupting his official announcement at Belle Isle because they say that he is not fit to run for this position, among other comments as well. Now, Chief Craig, he did announce his candidacy. He did address the situation at Belle Isle as well. We do have sound from him from earlier when he first made his announcement. Let's take a listen.
You learn a lot about people, problem solving, and why it's always important to do the right thing and lead from the front. And yes, I led from the front. I never asked an officer or a member of my department to do something I myself wouldn't do. All of those experiences shaped me into the man I am today. Yes, I am a political outsider, but I am a proven leader who refuses to be boxed in by the color of my skin or partisan affiliation.
And Chief Craig did make several claims against Governor Whitmer, saying that he stands out against her and he is ready for the upcoming primary in August. He also, again, he addressed the situation at Belle Isle, and I also asked him how does he feel when it comes to minorities here in Detroit not supporting him just yet. He also addressed that. We'll have a full report coming up tonight at 5. We were live on Detroit's east side this afternoon. Larry Sproul, Local 4.
Yeah, interested to hear what he has to say and some of those protesters as well. Larry, thank you. We'll be tuning in a little bit later. Developing right now, it's an underground mystery. A community in Detroit, southwest Detroit to be exact, still waiting for answers after a road expands into the air and it's even damaged a nearby business. That business there on your screen. Let's get out live to Local 4's Victor Williams. He joins us from where this site is and the demolition of the business expected to start at any moment now. Is there any idea as to what could have caused this?
That's right, Evrod. This building is supposed to be coming down any time between now and 1 p.m. They're still trying to get to the bottom of everything, but take a look now. We're going to show you where this building has shifted. You can see it looks almost sideways, and DTE, they have officially now capped off all of the power lines as well as the gas lines to make sure that this building comes down in a safe manner. They're also going to be pulling the bricks off of the front portion of it just to get some of that weight off of the building to make sure that it comes down in a nice manner. Now, this was Stash Detroit. It was a medical marijuana dispensary that unfortunately fell victim to this strange event happening But all of this continues to be a mystery for multiple agencies working to get to the bottom of this strange event. Hakeem Berry, the chief operating officer of the city, says there was a slow shifting of the earth over the course of an hour.
So far, all indications is that, again, there was no gas explosion or major water breakage here that caused it, but a slow movement of the earth over the course of about an hour or so. And so that's what our investigation is going to be once we get the building tore down, and then we can start doing some excavating to see what's underneath the asphalt there.
And we are going to remain right here on the scene until this building comes down. We'll have the demolition process later on tonight at 5 p.m. For now, we're reporting live in Southwest Detroit. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Yeah, and you only wonder what the owners of that business are going to do next. Victor, thank you. Meanwhile, over to Flat Rock now. A town hall meeting is set for today for residents to be able to ask Ford and state representatives some more questions. Flat Rock's mayor says it will be weeks until displaced residents can return home after a gas leak at Ford's plant, about a week to 2 weeks to be exact. Ford has agreed to fully investigate the leak and create a timeline. We'll keep you updated on that. But right now we want to turn our attention to today's forecast as we take a live look outside there that you can see Belle Isle, where there was a lot of activity earlier today. As far as the weather is concerned, Brandon, we see the American flag blowing there nicely in the breeze.
Yeah, and a very classic summer setup with heat and humidity. We're going to be near 90 and a cold front coming through later. So the clash of the two will spell some troubling storms later in the day. We've got upper 70s to low 80s. And yes, those winds are whipping 10 to 17 miles an hour out of the south. Here's a look at the heat index and how it feels. 83 feels like 86 at Metro. You can add a couple of 2-3 degrees on top of your air temp. Winds are going to be gusting 20 to 30, if not a little stronger. And temps, again, upper 80s to near 90. But the most important part of the forecast, storms. 4 to 10 p.m., a slight risk for severe weather. We'll talk about the threats and the timing coming up. But in the meantime, if you're heading out, you should know your local forecasters app is your greatest weapon and tool when it comes to days like today, or any day, really. But severe weather, we've got interactive radar, all the updates for watches, warnings, right there in the palm of your hand. It's free. Just search WDIV.
All right, Brandon, thank you. New numbers from the state show 71 new outbreaks at schools as far as the coronavirus is concerned, and that's more than double the 31 outbreaks from last week. In the meantime, researchers from the American Academy of Pediatrics say that children account for 29% of all cases reported nationwide. The increase has coincided with school reopenings, and experts say that vaccine mandates might be the only way to keep in-person classes viable. Children under the age of 12, as you know, are not eligible for a vaccine just yet. So advocates are urging parents to get vaccinated to try and protect their children. In other news this afternoon, President Biden continues his West Coast swing today to try to drum up public support for his spending priorities. Back in Washington, congressional Democrats are hammering out the details about those plans and trying to figure out how to get them through a divided Congress. Chris Pallone has this report.
Democrats here on Capitol Hill know they will face stiff opposition from Republicans on their spending priorities, but they also know before that they have to get all of their members on board. Democrats under the gun to meet self-imposed deadlines to pass $1 trillion infrastructure improvement bill and a much bigger tax reform and spending plan.
I know I get criticized for trying to get bipartisan support, but we got it for the legislation I wrote relating to the whole idea of infrastructure. It's real.
One no vote in the Senate could kill the whole thing.
We got a lot of negotiations to do over the next couple of weeks, and I'm optimistic we're going to get them done.
For West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, the $3.5 trillion tax bill price tag is a non-starter.
They shouldn't be surprised. They've known. Everybody's known what I've been.
The legislative posturing happening as President Biden makes his first official trip to the West Coast, touring areas decimated by wildfires and stumping for California Governor Gavin Newsom, who faces a recall election today.
You've got to vote no on the recall. Keep Gavin as governor.
Back in Washington, Secretary of State Antony Blinken will face another tough round of questions about the Biden administration's handling of Afghanistan.
This was an unmitigated disaster of epic proportions.
House Republicans slammed the Afghanistan withdrawal Monday, and some called for Blinken to resign. Later today, the president heads to Colorado to sell the benefits of his 2 spending plans. The president will speak at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. In Washington, Chris Pallone, NBC News.
All right, so to come here on Local 4 News at noon, Nicholas has made landfall, and we'll tell you what we're learning about the strong storm and its impact.